Yes, yesterday class we discussed about the flow control statements are completed. Today we'll start the variables and functions, guys. So because Python is a function oriented, both object oriented and function oriented, guys. Function based. Today we'll discuss about the functions and variables. Next 2 days. So you can just open the Python material, the class notes, so part one, variables and functions. Okay, good. Guys, here if we take the functions and variables, yeah, functions and variables here. The functions are used to write the block of Python code, guys. Up to now we are writing the code directly, but functions are used to write the block of Python code, right? Functions are used to write the block of Python code. So and we can call the function application wherever you want in different modules, right? See guys, once we written the code using functions, and we can call the functions multiple places. Yeah, functions are to write the block of Python code, guys. In Python, just you can write the block of Python code using functions, and we can call the functions wherever you want, right? Wherever you want, you can we can call the functions in different modules, right? Exactly. And declare the function using def keyword, guys. So declare the function using def keyword, right? Exactly. The main object of functions is code reusability, guys. The main object of function is what? Code reuse the code. It means, and instead of declaring the same code like multiple times, we can define in the function, we can call that function wherever you want, right? We can call that function in multiple places, guys. Exactly. The function name can be anything, guys. The function name can be anything, but should be meaningful. And the function name starts with lowercase, guys. The function name starts with what? A lowercase. The function name can be anything. You can give any function name, but it's a meaningful name. You can give the function name. The function name starts with what? Lowercase, right? Exactly. Function name starts with lowercase, guys. If the function contains like more than one word, if the function contains like more than one word, every word is separate with underscores, right? Every word is separate with what? Underscore, right? Exactly, guys. And the function contains three parts, guys. Basically, one is the function declaration, as usual. Declare the function and write the body of the function, guys. Function declaration. Next one is what? Function body. And next one is a function call, right? Exactly. Every function contains three parts, guys. Declare the function body or definition or implementation, function implementation, then a function call, right? Function call, guys. Simply functions me to write the block of Python code, guys. That's it. To write the block of Python code, just let me write an example so that we get the clarity. So declare the function using def keyword, guys. Def which function I define. Def which function, just you can write the print message here. Def which function, guys. You can write the print statement here. Good morning message. Okay, this is called function declaration, right? Def which is a function name. Def which is function name. This is called function declaration, and this is called function implementation, right? Exactly. So then we have to call the function, guys. Then we have to call the function. Simply can write the message like function call. Then how can we call the function, guys? Here, just you can call the function using which, right? That's it, guys. So can you please save this code using first.py? Just you can run this code. To run this code, how can we run this Python code, guys? As we know, like Python, the file is called what? First.py, right? That's all. We got the message like good morning, right? Exactly. We got the message like good morning, right? Exactly. Guys, declare the function using def keyword. So def function name, and you can write the function body, and we can call the function, right? Exactly. Guys, can I define one more function? So def add function. Def add function. Add general expecting how many arguments, guys? Two arguments. Num1 comma num2 is there. Okay. Now def add function I'm declaring. The function is taking how many arguments? The function can take the arguments, right? So here I taken the two arguments, guys. Then inside the function, let me print the simply num1 plus what? Num2. Num1 plus num2, guys. Then we have to call the add function. By calling the add function, now add is expecting how many arguments? Guys, now add is expecting how many arguments? Two arguments, right? If add is expecting like two arguments, just while calling the function, we have to pass that arguments, right? Just you can pass the arguments like 10 comma 20. 10 comma 20 means what? Num1 will be the 10, num2 will be the 20, right? Guys, num1 will be the 10 and num2 will be the 20, right? Exactly. Guys, this case, what the output now? Tell me. So I declared function using def keyword. Def which function is there? Def which function? I declared good morning message. And second function like def add function. Def add function num1 comma num2, right? Num1 comma num2. I'm calling that function, guys. Which function I'm calling, and the add function I'm calling, right? Add is expecting like two arguments. Just I'm passing the two arguments, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, this is like function declaration and what function calling, right? Now we got the message like good morning and good morning and what 30, right? Good morning and 30, guys. Guys, this basically like function declaration, function calling, guys. These are clear now. To declare the function, we are using which keyword, guys? Def keyword. Declare the function using def keyword. Functions are used like the block of Python code, and wherever you need the function, wherever you need the function, we can call that function, right? Exactly. Guys, this is example one regarding function, right? Function example one, guys. And if we talk about the variables, guys, basically variables are used to store the data. Okay, variables are used to store the data, right? Exactly. So variables are used to store the data, guys, and it is a fixed memory location storing the value, right? Variables are used to store the data, and it is a fixed memory location, guys. It's a fixed memory location storing the value, right? Exactly. Employee ID equal triple one, employee name equal Ratan, employee salary equal 10,000.45, something like this. So the employee ID variable, employee name variable, employee salary variable, right? Exactly. And the variables are two types, guys, basically. One is a local variable, one is a global variable. Guys, there are two types of variables, guys, total. One is a local variable, one is a global variable, right? Exactly. Now we will focus on the local variable, just like C language, guys. In the C language, we have the variables are two types, right? Because C language is a function based. C language is a function based. In the C language, we have the variable like local variables and global variable. In the same way, here also we have the local variables and what global variables, right? Guys, the local variables and what global variables. Now we will see what is a local variable. What is a local variable? Guys, I'm declaring the function again. Just you can see the function. Again, I'm declaring function. Declare the function using def keyword, guys. Def, you can give the function name, and you can write the block of code here. Can I declare like name equal Ratan here? Name equal Ratan, and you can write the print message. Simply can write the message like good morning, good morning. So comma, simply I'm printing name variable, right? Exactly. Guys, now tell me here I declare name variable inside the function or outside of the function? Guys, I declare this name variable inside the function or outside the function? I declare name variable inside the function, right? The variables which are declared inside the function, guys, these are called local variables basically. The variables which are declared inside the function, the variables declared inside the function, these are called which variables, guys? Local variables. Okay, good. And can I define one more function, def add function? Just now I declared add function, right? Add is expecting how many arguments? Two arguments, num1 comma num2. Simply let me print the num1 plus num2, right? Num1 plus what? Num2, guys. That's it. Now tell me, guys, here even function arguments. Function arguments also I declared inside the function, right? Guys, function arguments also I declared inside the function or not? Even function arguments also local variables, guys. Okay. So the variables which are declared inside the function is called local variable, and even function arguments also local variables, guys. Function arguments also what? Local variable, right? Exactly. These are clear now. Function arguments also local variable, right? Exactly. Now you can check the function call, guys. In the function call, first function I want to call the which function, and second function I want to call the add function, right? Add function. Add is expecting how many arguments to 10 comma 20, right? That's all. So what do you mean local variables, guys? I hope you now we got the clarity about the local variable, right? The variables which are declared inside the function is called local variable, and even function arguments also local variable, right? Exactly. And the scope of the local variable only within the function, guys. We cannot access outside of the function, right? Guys, the scope of the local variable is what? The scope of the local variable is only within the function. Even we cannot access outside of the function, right? We cannot access what? Outside of the function, right? Exactly, guys. Now we can run this code. We got the message like good morning, Ratan, and we got the output is like 30, right? Good morning, Ratan, and 30, guys. Guys, local variables are clear. The variables which are declared inside the function and the local variable, and function arguments also local variable. The scope of the local variable is what? Within the function, right? The scope of the local variable is what? Within the function, guys. Good. And next one is a global variable. Just think of the global variable. Now global variables means what? The variables which are declared outside of the function, guys. The variables which are declared outside of the function, that is called which variables? Global variables, right? Exactly. And we can call the global variables in all the functions, guys. We can access the global variables in all the functions. Okay. So let me declare the global variable, guys. Can you please take the name equal Ratan? Now I declare this variable completely outside, right? Then can I take the def keyword? Def which function? Def assume like which one here? Def which one? Just you can write the message like, okay, good morning. Yeah, good morning. Just you can print the comma name here. Even wish can this function can access that global variable, and wish2 also can access that global variable, right? Wish2 can I make like good evening message, the name, right? Exactly. Because once if we define the global variable, we can access that global variable within the with global variables means what? All functions can access that global variables, right? Guys, are you clear now? So declare the function using def keyword, function to write the block of Python code, functions to write the block of Python code, and local variables means the variables which are declared inside the function, and function arguments also local variable. And what about global variable, guys? The variables which are declared outside of the function, that is called global variable. So that we can access that global variable within all the functions, right? Yes or no? We can access the global variable in all the functions, guys. Next one, you can write the function call. So just this is comment, guys. Comment, single line comment, right? Function call. Here I want to call the which one function. I can call the which one function. Can I call the wish2 function, right? Wish one and wish2, guys. That's it. When you call the wish1 and wish2 function, run this code, we got the message like good morning Ratan and good evening Ratan, right? Guys, good morning Ratan and what? Good evening Ratan, right? Exactly. Guys, are you clear about the local variables and global variables, right? Guys, any questions, please? Local variables and global variables. Clear, right? Yeah, if it is clear, you can try to write one small example, guys. Now, take the two global variables. Guys, now write the code and give me the code, okay? Place in chart message. Take the two global variables, guys, and take the def add method. Add is expecting how many arguments? Definitely two arguments. Inside this function, addition of local data. Addition of local data we can do, and we can do addition of global data also. Addition of what? Global data, right? Exactly. In the same we can def multiplication method you can take. Again, multiplication also you can take the two arguments. So here you can write the multiplication of local data. Tell me guys, multiplication of what? Local data. Next one is what? Multiplication of, tell me guys, multiplication of what? Global data, right? Local data and global data. Then here simply we can call the, tell me guys, here you can call the add method, simply call the multiplication method, right? Exactly. Guys, you understood the point, right? Guys, you try to complete this as an example now. I'll give just 2 minutes. Guys, just to declare the two global variables, just you can take the name num1 num2, and add is expecting like two local variables. Print the addition of local data and print the addition of global data, right? Guys, write the code and place the code in chart fast. Priya, write the code and place the code fast. Swarnalata, Priyanka. We understood like function declaration, right? This is the way how can we declare the function declarations, and we understood that local variables and global variables, right? Here you can declare some global variables. Def add method, two arguments you can take. These two arguments are local data, right? That's what addition of local data means. This argument data. Global data means what? This is the data. Okay. And here addition of multiplication of two local variables. Multiplication of global data. Guys, are you writing right? Fast, fast. Try to complete the example. Yes, complete. So num1, num2, okay. Num1, num2, num1, num2. Add a plus b, num1 plus num2. Just see guys, function call you can do at last, Priya. Swarnalata m2 equal to 3. M3, M4, M1 plus M2. See guys, just you can declare the variables in one line, right? You're declaring multiple lines, it seems. See guys, I said like declare two global variables means can I take num1 comma num1 comma num2 equal 10 comma 20, right? Can I do like this, Venkatesh? You're taking two lines, man. Num1 equal 10, num2 equal 20. So num1 comma num2 equal 10 comma 20, right? Exactly. Now def add method. Add is expecting the arguments like val1 and val2, right? Exactly. I said take the meaningful name, guys. Don't take the a, b, m1, m2, something like that. Better to take the num1, num2, value1, value2, something like this at least. Then you can write addition of local data. Addition of local data means what? Val1 plus val2 is a local data, right? It's like addition of local data, guys. Next one is addition of global data. Global data means what? Simply you can write the num1 plus, guys, yes or no? Num1 plus what? Num2, right? Exactly. Now we done the addition operation, guys. Next one is what? Multiplication. Guys, first you can do all the declarations. First you done the first declaration, then you are calling the method. Like we are calling the function. Don't do like that. First you can declare all the functions. At last we can do the function calling, right? That is the better option. So def multiplication you can take. Multiplication also expecting val comma val2. See guys, these are local data. This local data is specific to this function. This local data is specific to this function, right? Exactly. That's what here simply can write print of print of what? Val1 star val2, right? Val1 star val2 and multiplication of global data. Global data means what? Num1, right? Num1 star num2, guys. Guys, this is the code. After that, we can write the function call. First, you can do all the declaration part, guys. First, you can do all the declaration part. Then you can do function call. Function call add off by passing like some values like addition of like 3 comma 5, and you can call the multiplication function, right? So multiplication of just you can pass the 4 comma 6, right? That's all, guys. Guys, are you clear now? This case, what is the output now? Tell me at least, guys. What is the output now? What is the output now? Guys, what is the output? I'm asking. Priya, output. Tell me, Priya. So, Anurata, what is the output now? Guys, please respond. Output 30 and 8. Complete output. Total, you get the 4 lines, right? Val1 plus val2 30. Oh my god. Guys, first val1 plus val2. Val1 plus val2 means local data, that is. Local data means 5 plus 3, 8 only. First one is 8. Huh? First one is you get the 8. The second line is 30. So 8 and 30 is the first two lines. 8 and 30. So no, not 30 and 8. That is 8 and 30. Val1 val2 is a local data, right? Local data means whatever the arguments I'm passing, right? Whatever the arguments I'm passing, right? That's why you get the 8 and guys 8 and what? 8 and 30, right? 8 and 30. What next one, guys? Multiplication. Multiplication, what are the values? Tell me now. Multiplication, you are passing 4 comma 6. 4 comma 6 means what? Val1 val2 is a 4 comma 6. Val1 val2 4 comma 6 means 4 6 is a 24. 24 10 to 20 is a 200, right? Then second two lines will get the output is like, mm, guys, next two lines 24 and 200, right? Exactly. Guys, check the flow of execution, whether it is a small example or big example. We have to check the flow of execution clearly. Hmm? Check the flow of execution clearly, right? Exactly. Guys, you can run this code. We got the output is like 8 and 30 for the addition operation, 24 and 200, right? 24 and what? 200, guys. Sorry, I hope you got the clarity about the local variables and global variables, right? Guys, yes or no? Local and global variables are clear. Good. But tell me, guys, this example, local and global variables are having the same names or different names? Tell me now. Okay, this example of local variables and global variables are having the same names or different names? This example, local variables, global variables are having the same names or different names? That's the question. Definitely local variables, global variables are having the different names, right? Exactly. Different names means what? Directly can call val1 plus val2, num1 plus num2 is not a problem, right? Exactly. But see guys, if you take the different variable names, the number of variable names are increased, right? Then we have to take the num1, num2, val1, val2. Almost all we have to remember like four variable names, right? Exactly, guys. To overcome this problem, most of the cases in the project level, we will take the same variable names, guys. Assume like same variable names means here also can I take the num1, num2. Here also can I take the num1, num2, right? Here also can I take the num1 and what? Num2. Then here we can print the values like num1 plus num2, right? Num1 plus what? Num2. Here also I can print the values like num1 star, num1 star what? Num2, right? That's all, guys. But tell me in this case, if I write like num1 plus num2, num1 star num2 like this, num1 plus num2, num1 star num2 like this, the first priority goes to which variable, guys? Definitely the first priority goes to local data or global data, guys. First priority goes to local data or global data. Then definitely first priority goes to first priority goes to local data, right? Exactly, Venkatesh. The first priority goes to local data means this case what's output, guys? Guys, first priority goes to local data means what is output now? First priority goes to local data means we'll get the local data values how much, guys? 5 plus 3, right? 8. 8 is printed two times, right? Because these two lines are same lines, right? Num1 plus num2, num1 plus num2. So we'll get the output is what? 8, 8. Guys, you have to say, you are saying only one time 8, 30, something like that. See here, num1 plus num2 means what? Both are local data only. So you'll get the output is 8 and 8, right? 8 and 8, here you get the output is like 24, 24, right? Guys, the output will be what? 8, 8 and 24, 24. 8, 8 and what? 24, 24, right? Because the first priority goes definitely local data. You're saying 30 output. Vinay, why 30, man? Hmm? Slowly you can observe these examples, guys, so that you'll get the clarity. Slowly you can observe the points so that you'll get the clarity. It's fine, guys. Num1 comma num2 means 10 comma 20. So def add method here num1 comma num2. First priority goes to local data, guys, but I want to represent this my global data. See, guys, first variable I want to take the local data, no problem. But I want to represent these are my global data, guys. To represent these are the global variable, guys, we can use some global function is required. Global function, you can take this variable in the single quotes like this, guys. Here also you can do the same thing here. Global of you can take this variable in the single quotes. That's it, guys. So to represent your data is the global data, guys. This num1 num2 is local data is not a problem, but here I want to take the global data. If both names are same names, then to represent the global data, where is which function, guys? Here global function, right? Globals, guys, not globals function required. Here also you can write the globals, right? That's all, guys. Guys, are you clear, right? If both are same names, then to represent the global data we require which function, guys? Here globals function, right? Exactly. Now if we run this code, we expect the output is what? 8 and 30, 24 and 200, right? 24 and what? 200, guys. Guys, are you clear now? 8 and 30, 24 and 8 and 30 and 24 and 200, right? Exactly. Guys, first examples are written like variables are different names. Variables are different names, which is not a problem. So num1 comma num2 10 comma 20, just I num1 num2 val1 val2. I'm printing val1 plus val2 num1 plus num2, right? It's not a problem. But now you can see, guys, now here you can take the same names. Same names means then to represent the global data. Okay. If the application contains both local and global variables, same name, then to represent the global variable, guys, then to represent the global variable, use which function, guys? Use the global function, right? Use the global function, guys. Sorry, clear now? Hmm? Good. Guys, you try to check this assignment, guys, once, a small assignment here. We have to decide what are the variables are eligible to local data, what are the variables eligible to global data, guys. See, guys, local data means what? The data which is specific to the function, right? Guys, what is the local data? Local data means the data which is specific to the function. Global data means what? The data which is common for all functions, right? Guys, global data means what? So you in assignment, guys, you have to decide. We have to decide which what are the variables are eligible to local, what are the variables are eligible to global, right? Local and global, guys. In this case, see, guys, if you take the if you take the data like which are eligible to local, which are eligible to global. Okay, guys, we have to decide which variables are eligible to local and which variables are eligible to global, right? Exactly. Guys, you can see I have the two functions like student info is there, teacher info is there. Student info, it is having its own data. Teacher info contains its own data, right? Its own data is there. And what are the variables total? I take ID variable, name variable, address variable, school name, and school code. Tell me, guys, out of these variables, which variables are specific to the functions? For the student, teacher, which values are changed? Which values are changed? Tell me, guys. ID changed, name is changed, address changed. But for the both functions, which one is a common, guys? Guys, the data specific to the function. This function different data, this function different data means ID changed, name changed, address changed. But for these two functions, which data is common data? For these two functions, school name and school code is common for teacher and student, right? School name and school code. Then which variables are eligible to global, guys? Which variables are eligible to global means school name and what? School code is eligible to global, right? Guys, school name and school code is eligible to global, guys. Which one is local, guys? ID, name, and address is local, right? Why local means student can pass their own data, teacher can pass their own data, right? Guys, teacher can pass their own data or not. Guys, here you can just print the data, guys. Print the data in three ways. What are the three ways? Using percentile option, using braces, and otherwise this much is not required. Just print the data. Print the data here. Yes, sir. No, print the data here, right? Exactly. Here also simply print the data. Print the data here. That's it, guys. Guys, you're able to write this example, or you want me to write the code now? Guys, when you have the variable, you're in a position to decide which variables are eligible to local, which variables are eligible to global. The data which is common for all functions means those are eligible to global. Then by default, you can take it to global. So person to person, student to teacher, which variables are changed? ID changed, name is changed, address is changed. Then you're in a position to decide these are which variables, guys, here, local variable. Guys, you want me to write the code, or otherwise you will write the code? Guys,
We
please
will
respond.
write the question.
Huh? You want me to write the code? Very good. You want me to write the code means I'll write the code, it's not a problem. Guys, tell me the code, I'll write the code and you. So first one you can write the school name. Um, School name, yeah, school name, comma. Tell me, guys, school name and what? School code, right? School name and school code. School name is like what a school name, guys. Ratan IT school. Ratan IT, the school name, and the school code is something like 12345. It's my school code, guys. Then def, how many functions I said total here? Two functions, right? So the def student info and teacher info, guys. That's what here simply can take that student info. Which values are changed, guys? ID changed, name is changed, address is changed, right? Name, ID, and address. Here just I want print the data. To print the data, print of ID, comma, name, comma, address, comma, tell me guys, address, comma, school name, comma, school code, right? That's it. Just you are printing the data. Guys, are you clear now? Good. See guys, because this teacher and student, these values are changed. That's what I take in the local data because they want to pass their own data, right? They has to pass their own data. But which data is common for both persons? Which data is common for both persons? Then school name and school code, right? School name and school code is a common for both. That's what I take in the data like school name, school code is a global data, right? Exactly. Okay, simply can call this student info and teacher info. You can call the student info function. So you can call the student info function by passing how many arguments, guys? Student ID, which is like triple one. Student name is like Ratan, and student address is like Madhapur, right? That's it. Student address is like Madhapur, guys. Next one you can call the teacher info. Teacher info, you can pass the teacher id. Teacher id 123 here, 234. Teacher name is like Anu. So teacher head location is what? Hyderabad, right? That's all, guys. I hope you got the clarity, right? Which variables are eligible to instance, which variables are eligible to static, like sorry, which variables are eligible to local, which variables are eligible to global. Guys, yes or no? hmm? So these are eligible to local, these are eligible to global variables, guys. Yes, any questions, please? Good. Guys, at least you can try to write one more example. For my satisfaction, I'll give one more example because actually this is assignment you have to write, but I already did the assignment, right? You try for this assignment, guys. What is the assignment you will take? The assignment will be the just you can take the some variables, guys. Then you have to decide which variables are eligible to instance, which variables are eligible to as well same thing, guys. We have to decide which variables are eligible to instance, which variables are eligible to global, right? Exactly. In this case, can you please tell me one small example, guys? What example you can take? We have to decide what are the variables eligible to local, what are the variables eligible to global. Variables like variables like variables like what? Yeah, guys, what are the variables name we can take? Can see, guys, I can take like ID name, product ID. I can take the product data, guys. Product ID, product name, product ID, product name, product ID and product name. Product cost is there. Product ID, product name, product cost is there. SGST is there. CGST is there. Okay, SGST and what? CGST. SGST and CGST are the data. SGST, product ID, product name, product cost. Hmm? Product ID, name, and cost. Guys, please help me. I think I want to make these two are the global variable because CGST, SGST is common for all products, right? CGST, SGST is common for all products, right? Then what are the functions I can take? Two functions I can take. The function data wise the values will be changed, right? Which function can I take here? Here like teacher info, student info, just like ID, name, and address. Teacher ID, teacher name, student address will be changed. Hmm. Tell me, guys, what the name you can take? Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Virulent peace.
Tell me.
Virulent peace.
Hello, Priya. Tell me, Priya, what you're saying?
Soap name, sir. L'Oreal Tears.
Sopa. Okay. Priyanka. You understood the context, right? With the context, tell me the example matter. Now I'm thinking, just tell me. So this is assignment actually, but I assignment I done now. I complete assignment, right? Here you can tell me. Um, mm, mm, yes, product ID, product name, product cost, and the product quantity also we can check. And one more variable P quantity, product quantity also you can take. Product name, product ID, product name, product cost, and product quantity. Okay, product quantity you can take. It's fine. After that, SGST, CGST, guys. My intention is like SGST, CGST, you can take the global variable, and this four you can take the local data, guys. This four you can take the local data. When you take this four local data, one is like you can take def vegetable, guys. Vegetable data, vegetable data. We can write the arguments. Very clear now. Write the argument, guys. And here calculate the bill, guys, based on the arguments you are passing. Calculate the bill, calculate the bill, and print the bill. Calculate the bill and print the bill, guys. Calculate the bill and print the bill. Like your vegetable cost will be something like this. Your total bill, vegetables total bill is something like that. Is that clear now? With this vegetable data, so therefore you can take the non-veg products, non-veg data, non-veg also you can take the same way. Calculate the bill, calculate the bill, and print the bill, right? Print the bill, guys. But see, guys, while calculating the bill here, calculate the bill, print the bill, guys. First you can print the total bill, guys. Total bill is like total bill something like total bill something like 100 rupees, after 100 rupees, guys. Vegetarian veg data, guys. For the vegetarian, the discount will be the 5%. Vegetarian 100 rupees, 5% discount means what? Your bill after 5%. Your bill after 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 5% discount is after 5% discount. Tell me, guys, after 5% discount, what's the data, guys? 95 rupees, right? The same way, calculate the bill, guys. Basically, first you can print the total bill. Total your vegetarian bill is 200 rupees. Your bill after the discount. Assume like after the discount, you can take the bill is like bill is like non-vegetarian. The discount will be the 10%, guys. Then after the discount, what is the total bill, guys? 180 rupees, right? Exactly, guys. You print the bill without discount and with discount. Without discount, with discount. Guys, you got the clarity, right? Because product ID, product name, product cost for the vegetarian data is different, non-vegetarian data is different. That's what you can take the two different functions. For the vegetarian function, you can take these three arguments. Non-vegetarian function, four arguments. Sorry, non-vegetarian also can take the four arguments. Then you can simply calculate the bill. Then the total bill, you can print data. Total bill you can print it after the discount. How much bill is printed, right? Exactly, guys. Then here call the. Tell me, guys. Call the function, right? Call the function. How many functions you have to call, guys? Call the vegetarian data. By vegetarian data, by passing how many arguments, guys? Non-vegetarian data also you can pass the same, guys. Guys, I hope I are able to do this example, right? Hmm? Guys, just now I discussed student info and student teacher info. Student and teacher, which is a common data, school name, school code. Then you can take these are the global variable. Remaining three variables are changed from the student to teacher. That's what I take in the local arguments. In the same way, vegetarian, non-vegetarian data, ID, name, product ID, product name, product cost, quantity will be different. These four are the different from the vegetarian data, non-vegetarian data. That's what you can take these four variables local data. And CGST, SGST is a common for all products, right? CGST is SGST is common for all products. That's what I take in the CGST, SGST. You can take some 3 rupees, guys. CGST is like 3 rupees, SGST like 4 rupees, something like this. Guys, 3 rupees you can take. So previously I taken directly here. School name and school code is what? School name is Rathanayati. School code is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? The same way CGST can take some 3 rupees. SGST also can take some 3 rupees and we can process the data, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, are you clear now? Today class, at least you understood that how to declare the functions, how to declare the variables, what is a local variable, what is a global variable, functions to write the block of Python code, functions to write the block of Python code, right? Exactly. Guys, any questions, please? So progress.com, tomorrow complete that assignment, guys. Python 6 p.m. Python 6 p.m. Today class one was bit interesting, guys, because we are discussing functions and variables, right? Functions and variables, right? It will be good actually. Yeah, guys, you try to complete up to this one, guys. So next two total functions and variables will take the 4 days, guys, almost. Next 4 days we'll discuss about these functions and variables only. Okay, and tomorrow we'll discuss about the day two about these functions and variables. Okay, yeah. That's all, guys. You try to check these examples and do the practical, guys. Don't waste the time, please. At least per day 1 hour do the practicals. I'm not saying like 24 hours do the practicals. At least 1 hour. Believe the practical knowledge, guys. Theory is not at all important. See, guys, when you do the more practicals you'll get the more confidence. If you want more confidence, just try to do the practicals. Because I'm not saying hours and hours to do the practicals. At least 1 hour per day. Per day 1 hour you can just do the practicals. Hmm? Thank you, guys. Tomorrow we'll meet. Bye.